Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be talking about when should you actually renew your CDL permit. So this is going to be good no matter what state that you're in. It's going to be the same process. However, every state on the permit side itself could be a little bit different. So let's talk about New Jersey, for instance. New Jersey has two sets of permits. You're going to have what we call the paper permit, or the official name, which is the test receipt. And you're also going to call what we call a CLP, or a commercial learner's permit. Looks like your driver's license. So both of these documents here have completely separate dates. They're both two separate documents, which means they both have expiration dates on their own. The first thing that you should understand is when you first purchase your CDL permit, it's going to be good for 6 months. So in the state of New Jersey, the way it's going to work is the first step to get your actual CDL permit is you have to go to DMV and purchase the permit for $125. Every state could be a little bit different on the price itself. From there, once you actually pass all the written tests and then you show DMV that you have passed the DOT physical as well, then that's when you're qualified to actually get what they call a CLP, which is actually the commercial learner's permit. Now once you get that commercial learner's permit, that has its own 6-month time period on it as well. So that means you have two separate documents that have two separate dates. The only time that you can have all those dates matching is if you purchase the permit and you take all the written tests at the same exact day and you pretty much bang everything out on the same day, and then those two cases, those documents are going to match. So when it comes to taking your CDL road test itself, it's super important that all your documents are valid. So that means you're going to need to have all your permits, make sure that they're valid and not expired, and then make sure that your driver's license is also valid as well. If any of those documents, including your DOT physical, is expired, you will not be able to take the test. That's whether you're taking the test with us at our third-party testing site or you're taking the test at any DMV nationwide. So super important that you understand that method right there. So now let me kind of give you some tips and tricks on exactly what's going on with the whole permit situation. A lot of people, what happens is they'll go for the permit itself, 6 months go by, we understand life happens, and then they have to renew the permit. So in the state of New Jersey, the way you're going to have to renew the paper permit itself, you're going to have to pay $125 again, and that's going to purchase you another 6 months of trying. It's all a game at the end of the day. It's one way that DMV is able to get more money from you, but that's the game you have to play if you want to enter, right? So that's just the price of admission. And then the actual CLP, you're going to have to go when it expires. It is going to be cheaper than the $125. It's always fluctuating on price a little bit, but with that, you're all going to have to pay to purchase another 6 months. Super important thing to understand is that the written tests itself are only good for 1 year, which means after the first 6 months and you pass the written test, those written tests are still good for that second permit. When you renew the permit, you do not have to pass any more tests. You don't have to retake any tests. You don't have to do anything like that. I repeat, when you renew the permit for the very first time, you do not have to retake any written tests. I know that's a question for a lot of people. When you will have to retake those tests is after 1 year of taking those tests. So those tests are good for 360 days to be exact, which means after 360 days, those tests are expired and you have to retake those tests. It's just logical to make sure that you still understand the knowledge that you're talking about. So what happens is sometimes students will get their permit maybe a year ago, and then all of a sudden they don't do anything with it, and then it's getting close to their second expiration date. Now they want to rush into school and they want us to kind of squeeze them in through the whole process. We're going to help you out as much as you can. We're probably the best school that can actually do that, simply because we have our own third-party testing site. So the way the training is going to work, whether you want to get it done really fast or whether you want to extend it, it's completely up to you. We are open up 7 days a week, which means you get to pick your own training schedule, and you do not have to go to DMV when it comes to actually taking the CDL road test, because we are certified third-party examiners. This gives us the ability to kind of move the schedule around, help us out with capacity issues, and make sure that you're not dealing with the backlog that every DMV in this country has, right? So if you are interested in learning how to get a CDL license, whether it's fast because your permit's about to expire, or whether it's slow because you just have a permit, or maybe you don't have a permit at all, we have what we call guaranteed training courses available, where we can guarantee that you walk away with that CDL license. All you need to get started with any of our packages is just $500 down, and then we can work out a payment plan for the rest. So if you are interested in learning more, Give us a call, 908-525-3609, or check out our virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks. Have a fantastic day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.